here is the Niagara Falls. So I just wanted to say that Niagara Falls were made out of 3 waterfalls. So the 3 are American Waterfall, Bridal Veil Waterfall, and the Horseshoe Falls, or as Canadian Falls. So there is the American Fall, and right over there is the Bridal Veil Fall. And way over there in Canada is the Horseshoe Fall, or you can say Canadian Falls. So now I'm gonna go to the Maid of the Mists and the Cave of the Winds. So you can stay with me so I can show you all the parts of Niagara Falls. So before we go anywhere, I just wanted to say that the Niagara Falls is in the borders of USA and Canada. And also, Horseshoe Falls, or you could say Canadian Falls, is connected with Goat Island and Canada. So that's why it's the biggest fall. Here are some photos of the 3 waterfalls. So this is the American Falls. That is the Bridal Veil Falls. The last waterfall is the Canadian Falls, or you can say Horseshoe Falls. Now we will travel to the Cave of the Winds. So if we have to go to the Cave of the Winds, we'll have to travel to Goat Island. And also, Cave of the Winds is where we go near the waterfall. And here we can go in the Bridal Veil Falls. So once we get in Goat Island, we went in the Cave of the Winds Center. We got our tickets. And also, after we got our tickets, we actually watched a 20-minute adventure video about Niagara Falls. So once we watched the movie, we got our shoes so we don't slip in the Cave of the Winds. And in my foot, you can see that I was wearing the Niagara Falls shoes. So after that, we went in an elevator that went in the rocks, and that was at least 170 feet down. So we went 170 feet down, so we can go in the Cave of the Winds. So before we went in the waterfall, we had to wear a poncho. That's something like a raincoat. Like here, you can see I'm wearing a poncho. And we were in the Niagara River Gorge. And now it's time to see the falls up close. And also, when we were going on some stairs, I saw that some water from the waterfall, it was so powerful that it just came through. And also they were cold. And there was so much noise too. And also, there's a deck named Hurricane Deck, and there you can actually touch the water, and also it comes near you that you get wet, so that's why you wear a poncho. And also, when I was there, I couldn't even take photos or videos because all of the water was coming in my camera. This is the Cave of the Winds. Hope you like it. Now I'm going for lunch. After lunch, we will go for the Maid of the Mists. For lunch, I'm going in an Indian restaurant named Flavor of India, and it's 15 minutes far from Niagara Falls. If you like Indian food, then you should try this restaurant. And also look, the weather is also beautiful. I remember a song about clouds. এই আকাশে আমার মুক্তি আলোয় আলোয় আমার মুক্তি ধুলাই ধুলাই ঘাসে ঘাসে এই আকাশে আমার মুক্তি আলোয় আলোয় Now I'm back from lunch. Now it's time to go to the Maid of the Mists. So basically Maid of the Mists is where you go in a boat and you feel the mists of the waterfalls. And before going, I was watching a map where to go. So here is the entrance of the Maid of the Mists. And also, in my background, you can see there's a huge crowd. And once we got there, we needed our tickets. My dad already got it online, so we just got our tickets. And once we get there, you'll go in the observation tower. And behind me is the Rainbow Bridge that takes us USA from Canada. And if you look down from the observation tower, it's really big. And you can only almost see the whole Niagara Falls. You'll see there's oceans and there will be boats going out and in. And once we got there, we had to wear a blue poncho, and we boarded the Maid of the Mists. Now we're heading for the American Falls and Bridalveil Falls. So stay with me so I can show you American Falls and Bridalveil Falls. So there it is, the American Falls and the Bridalveil Falls. Here you can see the Cave of the Winds, and you can also see that people are visiting the Cave of the Winds. Now we're heading for the Horseshoe Falls, or you could say Canadian Falls. And right over there you can see a boat, and that boat is from Canada. And there is the boat from Canada. So, and also Canadian people wears the pink ponchos. Now my boat is going closer to Horseshoe Falls, and also it's getting more blindier due to the mists of the waterfall. And also when you get more closer, it seems to be we're in the clouds. And here you can see there are too many seagulls. Now here we are in the Canada Falls, or you can say Horseshoe Falls. And you can also see that the mist is almost mixing up with the clouds, that you can't even see that if it's clouds or is it mists. After we done the Maid of the Mists, we saw a trail that led us to the American Falls. So here it is. Now we are returning to observation deck. Once we are there, I took a video here about American Falls and Bridalveil Falls. Now I will show you the night view of Niagara Falls. Can you see me? My mom said that I was looking like an owl. First, I will show you the light show. So here it is, the light show. And the light show comes from Canada, right over there. But it should have been fireworks, but in COVID, they canceled it. So here you can see that the Niagara Falls has been colored with green and with like some light. And you can see so much mist and that transformed into clouds. So here it is, Niagara Falls while it's green. Now Horseshoe Falls is white. Now American Falls and Bridalveil Falls are as white. Now it just suddenly changed. Horseshoe Falls and American Falls is blue, but Bridalveil Falls is white. Now the waterfall is red. So you can see here that the Niagara Falls is whole red. It was really beautiful when it's night view in Niagara Falls. And that was my whole day of Niagara Falls. Hope you like it.